Laugh Love with Ingrid and T.
Well, welcome back to Lib Laugh Love, a podcast for bookworms by librarians where we talk about all things bookish and entertaining. That's what we're going to go with for today. We are today joined by Shelby.
That's me.
Who is our archivist friend. And of course, we have Elizabeth, E.T., who's on the screen to the side. I don't know how the computer is going to insert her, but
We'll figure it out.
We're looking over
there for that reason.
We're looking over there, but she's somewhere. Be aware, there's Elizabeth. And then I'm Ingrid. I'm the other one.
The other one. She's much more important than just the other one.
So
librarian extraordinaire.
Oh my. Okay, well, today's topic is library conferences because they are a blast. I went to my first annual ALA conference with Shelby.
Yes.
Last summer.
Yeah, in Washington, D.C. Yeah, it was last summer.
It was like 3 years
2019.
And then I went to my first ALA midwinter with E.T. We were in Philadelphia in January.
So sad I
and
missed
it was so fun.
It was a blast.
So I think for like funsies, I think we should start off with saying what is the favorite book we've ever gotten as an advanced reader copy from an ALA conference.
Ooh.
I'm looking at mine on the shelf over there.
So many advanced reader copies, and so many of them are good too.
Yeah. So I think that is the first thing to note. Part of what is so fun about these conferences, so it's American Library Association is ALA, and they invite different publishing houses who show up, bring tables, bring bookshelves, and load them with books that have not yet been published.
ARCs.
Advanced reader copies. They're the best thing in the entire world.
Yes.
And they just give them out for free because I don't think you're legally allowed to sell them.
Yeah.
Because
they're sure they're not. Yeah, but it's meant for people to review and to read ahead of time.
And probably buy for their collection since it's a lot of the time librarians
and
booksellers.
And recommend to patrons too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. So essentially, you'll see people wheeling around suitcases at these conferences.
Yeah.
And just like packing their suitcases full of advanced reader copies.
Yeah.
Can confirm I did this as well. I had a suitcase that was carry-on size and then like a duffel backpack that is basically a suitcase.
Yeah.
And that counted.
A lot of packing space.
So many books.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it was a challenge getting back to the airport and like up to my apartment, but it was so worth it.
It is. Yeah. So the first time I went to an ALA conference was the Midwinter Conference in 2019. So that was January. It was in Seattle, yeah, which was amazing. Just a side note, but yeah, but I hadn't really, I didn't really know anyone who had been to an I didn't really know anyone who had been to an ALA conference before, so I didn't really know what to expect, and I definitely did not expect all of the ARCs, all the advanced reader copies available. So boy, I had to make some tough decisions for my flight home. Really tough. I tried to warn you for your first conference. I was like, Ingrid, you really want to bring a larger suitcase than you think you need because you're going to be
We did also drive around and find a bunch of little free libraries.
We did.
In your old neighborhood?
Yes.
To just like make someone's day, leave the books that we were not able to take with us or the comic books that I had already read.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Yeah. When I finish off those ARCs, I usually put it in a little free library, or like my old apartment building had like a free library where people would put their old books and everything, and so a lot of my neighbors ended up with some of those copies too.
And I think it's really fun from friends that I know who are not in libraries. It's very fun to get a book before it's been published if that's not something you normally have access to.
Yeah, it feels very exciting.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm the first one to read this. I am the first person to ever read this book.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it does. It gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling.
Yeah.
It does.
It's so much fun. So much fun.
Yes.
Oh, I realized, okay, my favorite, the one that I want to give a shout out to is The List of Things That Will Not Change by Rebecca Stead, which I picked up. at the
I
ALA
have
Midwinter.
no recollection of what that is. What does it look like? What is it? What's it about?
It's a middle grade novel. It's a blue cover. I don't have it, unfortunately, because I brought it to a little free library. Someone else could love it after me.
Cover in editing.
Yeah, we'll put it up. This book.
You're holding the book.
And I'm just a sucker for middle grade family drama that's like, it was very sweet but not like cloyingly so. B is like, how old is she? I don't know, like 11, and her father's getting married again. And it's to a man, and she's very excited for it. So that was also like nice to see that. But I just loved it. It was so good.
We had some really good middle grade picks when we were in Philadelphia. So I was on the hunt for picture books, specifically picture books involving characters who fell on like a autism spectrum. Because I had a friend who is students with different needs in Philadelphia. So I was like, hey, what age are your students again? What are you looking for? And we made a big tote bag for her, and it was very fun. She took us out to tea. We went to like a little British tea room in Philadelphia
that was so cool.
You're gonna get more. I'm gonna make you more jealous. The room we were in was dog themed, so it just had paintings and photos and framed images of dogs.
I'm gonna need a moment.
And it had like a little bar with like a couple of working taps, and then you could have tea. You could have like the tea sets, and it was so much fun.
It was so good. Was it called the Dandelion?
I think it was called the Dandelion. Very
Yeah.
fun. Very fun. Anyways, very fun.
If I'm ever back, I'm going there.
So we got a bag there. Two of my friends on Bookstagram live in Philadelphia, so I saw them and I gave each of them tote bags. So there were no little free library visits. There were just gifts to the people.
Take this bag.
Yeah.
Well, I did ask for like what they were interested in, and then I gave them some of that, and then I gave them some random things. But it was great. It was very fun.
Yeah.
So I guess we should talk about what the conferences are like in addition to just giving you free books.
I was gonna say there's also free tote bags.
So many free tote bags, and stickers, and bookmarks, and pens, and
Guys, we're not filming.
I know.
We can bring this back. Oh, I've been meaning to use these. I should have brought these when I came to visit. Temporary tattoos.
Yeah. So it says bookstores save democracy, which makes me extremely happy. I don't know if it's backwards for you. I can't even see in the little thing, but
yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
It looks cute backwards.
Cool. That's all I need to hear. I've become one of those people who put stickers on their laptop. I never thought I would be.
Oh my god.
But I have.
Who are you?
I know. Well, it's because I'm doing the whole coding thing, and everyone does that, so you don't mix up laptops with someone else.
Oh, that's important.
It is. Yeah. Like when everyone has a MacBook.
And you're all trying to code on them.
Yeah, and we all have the same programs and everything. Anyway.
Okay, so I think we should talk about what is available at ALA conferences in addition to just a bunch of free books. So
And stickers and tote bags.
And stickers and tote bags.
And pens.
And
bookmarks.
Pens. There's a lot of free stuff that is branded. Like, I think we got like a tumblers, like the ones that they look like a plastic cup and then like have an added straw.
Yeah, I got a metal straw at one of them.
Metal straw,
Yeah.
notebooks.
Yeah.
I have a canopy.
Yeah.
Because I love Canopy.
We love Canopy.
Didn't you get an iPad?
Yeah. Giveaways. Elizabeth won a e-reader tablet.
Yeah, it's a Samsung tablet
Very cool.
I use for e-reading. But yeah, we stopped by the Canopy booth just because I love their product and I just wanted to stop by and tell them that.
Yeah.
And then they gave us straws.
Perfect.
It's really important to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So aside from free stuff though.
Yeah. There's
there
also
are
like
other
fun
things.
demonstrations.
Yeah.
Like where she won the tablet was a demonstration for Libby. So they would walk us through Libby and the different things they were adding, like whether it was the books they were adding or the features that they were adding. That is where I found out that you can now save your spot in a line if you don't want to take your hold immediately, which saves my life.
I did that this past week on Libby.
Saves my life.
Love that feature.
Love that feature.
Major upgrade.
It's
It
a
is.
great
It's
addition.
really nice.
And they told us a little bit about is it Sora, who's like Libby's little sister
Yeah.
for school libraries. And they talked about Overdrive and the different programs that they do across the country. So different presentations like on the floor. 'Cause there are different levels of tickets.
Yeah.
I usually just get the exhibition ticket because it's less expensive.
It's less expensive and there's plenty to do for
There's
the
so much
full-
to do.
Yeah, for the full time anyway. Yeah, because of those demonstrations, there's plenty of talks down there and everything.
And so many people. You could like literally just spend your entire time meeting new people.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Asking them about
Networking.
books.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm different though. I usually get like the full access ticket where you can go to all the classes and all the meetups and everything.
She's like, good for you, but I'm different.
And good for you, but like I'm cool. Yeah, but I just really like the classes and yeah, I like it.
The round
it's
tables.
on everything. Yeah, it's on all different kinds of topics. So like, you could have like basically a meetup of all like children's librarians, that kind of thing. I went to one on preservation, like digital preservation. So interesting. And yeah, I mean, like, so if you're interested in learning something or, you know, getting a little bit more of that, like, that training that might help you, like, have new ideas for work and everything, that's a good place to go for it.
We also went to a Simmons-specific happy hour
A meetup, yeah.
on a rooftop bar when we were in DC.
Yeah.
Which was very cool.
Yeah, we didn't run into anyone we knew. But
I think I saw the assistant director of the library that I worked at, like
Yeah.
right before the job that I was currently in at the time.
Yeah.
And we like about faced and went up to the roof.
Yeah. Well, we ended up talking to some people.
Not in like a bad way, just in a like, oh, I left this job like a month ago. I need to go upstairs.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, we ended up talking to people anyway.
They were
like
really
meeting some cool
cool.
people, having a couple of, you know, tasty beverages.
I
And
love
enjoying-
rooftop bars just
yeah,
in general. anyways.
Enjoying the sun like going down and the city. And it was
It
lovely.
was lovely.
Lovely.
And then when we were in Philadelphia, we kind of just met up with my friends because I know a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I know you and I know Kitty, and I saw you both when I was in DC.
Yeah. Well, I think that is a benefit of going to an ALA conference in a different city from where you usually are.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had never been to Seattle before going to my first conference. Yeah. So like in addition to having like all day being able to like go to all these like exhibits and seeing all the cool books and like going to classes and meetups and everything, like things wind down at night naturally, you know, like the things are slow at the very beginning and slow at the very end. So I ended up being able to be a tourist basically. I also went on a tour of their main library branch.
Ugh,
Yeah, by like the
Love it.
director of Seattle Public Libraries.
love it so much.
Yeah, so it was a great way to be introduced to a new city and meet new people and yeah.
Who already have some very base shared interests.
Yes. Well, I've yet to meet a librarian that I didn't get along with. Librarians 99% of the time are my people.
Yes, there we go. I'll do that.
Yes.
Let's see, what else do we have that we could talk about here?
We have those vegan sandwiches.
Oh my gosh. Also, if you go to Philadelphia in the far future, there is in the, what was it called? There's like a market where there are stalls. It felt kind of like Faneuil Hall, but I don't
It's
remember.
not Union Market, that's DC.
No, it's like something terminal.
I'm sure anyone who lives there
That's
knows it.
I'm kind of, yeah. Let's look it up real quick.
Because it was right down the street from the convention hall.
Yeah.
So
It's a very famous place to
It's
go.
very famous. We were told that we had to get, I was told that we had to get donuts, but then I don't think Did we get donuts? If we did, they weren't memorable.
I'm not sure donuts ever.
Yes, Reading Terminal Market, which is
Or
funny.
Reading.
It's probably Reading, but like libraries.
Reading. It's terminal.
And there was this vegan deli that we just went up to because we didn't know it was vegan. We were like, this smells delicious. And I'm pescatarian, and E.T. was playing with being vegetarian at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we got a vegan bagel with lox and a vegan Reuben sandwich. And they were so good.
So good.
So good.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to discover.
Never.
Yeah, never.
Libraries are magic.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh. They did the annual conference and the midwinter that is approaching. They're doing them online.
Yeah.
Have you guys done any of that or?
I did not do the annual conference. I might do the midwinter.
I did the annual conference, and I'll do the midwinter with you.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually I was really pleased with them because they said if your situation has changed since the start of quarantine, we want you to be able to come. Just make a note in your application is not the right word, but in your application to come and say that like your situation has changed and we won't charge you.
Interesting.
So I thought that they were handling it really well because if you don't make note of why you're going online and you don't make note of that it could affect your general population, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were very upfront and very considerate made me very happy.
Yeah.
And they had a virtual exhibit hall. So you like log in on the day of and there's a meeting place where you can just go and like chat with other librarians. There's a exhibit hall where you would go and like look at digital ARCs and enter giveaways for physical ARCs and talk to different representatives of the publishing houses.
Mm-hmm.
And they had different authors come and speak and do kind of like a simulcast situation. And it was just very fun.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. And I mean, obviously you miss out on the go rush of being there and the discovery of a new city. But I thought it was a great way to approach still
Social
having a
distancing.
conference.
Yeah.
Still having a conference, even while everything else has changed.
Yes.
So, see you at midwinter. Both of you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I think that's actually something, I thought of something that we didn't mention for like things that happen at ALA is like author talks and meetups.
So many, yeah.
Yeah, and signings and that kind of thing. So you can meet really cool authors who are just...
Wait, speaking of, Elizabeth and I got to meet Kate Rakulia, whose book I just had you buy. So I've been listening to Tuesday Mooney Talks to Ghosts on Libby. And this is now one of my like all-time favorite books.
I can go grab it. It's literally
stunning.
right over there.
Please do.
I'll be back.
So
It was so good.
we were just like wandering and saw that she was gonna have a signing at like a certain time. And I was like, Elizabeth, like we can't
That was
it's like
close.
we can't miss this. I need to get a copy of this. I need to own it. I need to have it signed. My copy is currently with my brother's girlfriend, who is wonderful in general and also very wonderful at getting books back to me after she's read
Important.
them, which is actually just
Rare.
I love that for me and for her. And we started the line like a full 20 minutes early. And she showed up and was like, "Are you guys here for me?" And we were like, "Yes." And we had started the line and the line like went around the table and just like on to infinity. And it was so great. I was like, I love you. This book, we're from Boston and this book is Boston.
Why I want to read it, basically.
It was just so fun.
She was so fun. Also, we're like approaching friendship on Instagram because I post
I
my
know.
books all the time. And I'm like, I'm making my mom read your book, I'm making my friends read your book, I'm giving it to my brother's girlfriend. She's like, do you want me to do a Zoom call with your book club? And I'm like, yes.
That is such a nice offer.
I
Yeah.
love meeting authors at ALA.
Yeah. very fun.
Very fun.
Yeah, and you can learn from them too. You know, like things that you don't get from a blurb on the back of the book, or you might not like glean from the pages. You know, they can tell you what their inspiration was. You know, like that kind of thing. You can get a little bit more of a well-rounded idea of what the book means to them.
Kate Ricolia also has very cute cats.
I
So follow her on Instagram.
I'm all about cute cats.
And I think one of her earlier books.
Yeah, I've been meaning to read it.
I loved it. It was really good. It follows Rabbit. So that's the fun thing. That character, who's a teenager in the previous book, comes back up in this book.
Yeah.
And he's there as an adult, like living his life. So it's like really fun that it's like this verse. And you actually like get to know these characters and like get to kind of see what happens to them after in the next book. And I'm like, they're not like a sequel because they're very different stories. But my heart, when I tell you, I exploded when I was reading this next book. I was like, I know this character, I love this character, and here he is as a baby.
It's the Kate Ricolia extended universe.
Yes, so much so. Oh my god, just love it so much. And if even if you didn't get a copy of it at the American Library Association, please request it from your library. Buy it from your local bookstore. Apparently October is the new December, so get it for someone as a gift.
Yeah.
Tuesday Morning Talks to Ghosts.
I just bought this copy today, and I'm so excited.
It's available in paperback now.
Yes. Beautiful, satisfying paperback.
And it's such a good cover also.
It is. It's very nice. It matches. It like picks up on the yellow. Okay.
The British cover is very different, and so is the name, and it was confusing to me when I saw it, and I was like, I like it, but Tuesday Morning Talks to Ghosts.
Yes.
I know.
There's definitely so much more that goes on at an ALA conference.
I feel like as soon as we hang up or something, we'll think of 5 million things.
Yeah, 100%.
And I've only been to the one, so I'd love to do another.
Maybe that's a hint.
You're gonna have to handle the end of this video for us because my camera just told us that we're too hot to handle. So.
All right, you're back on camera now, but should we do our outro? Is it outro time?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in this week on Lib Laugh Love. This has been E.T. and Ingrid and Shelby. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments or send us an email at liblaughlovepod@gmail.com because we would love to hear from you.
Yes.
So,
if you have any suggestions also for like future topics that you want us to cover, or if you want to come and be on a Zoom call with probably just me and Elizabeth, but if you specifically want to request Shelby as well, we can maybe make that happen.
we can pass along a message.
Yeah.
But we'd love to be able to speak with you, whether it's just over email or on camera, if that is a thing you're comfortable with.
Yes.
So, as Elizabeth said, thank you so much. Contact us, and we'll see you next week, probably, unless the audio is shit.
Bye.